Hey, welcome back to the next installment of the Halloween Hotel. Remember, Halloween 24/7, all the time. So right now I'm going to do a tutorial on a cemetery fence. It's pretty simple. I put my own little twist on it. I'm going to show you how to do it. I already have everything pre-made, but I'm going to assemble everything and put everything where it needs to be. And I'm going to show you how that works. And then we'll go from there. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going over a list of supplies that you may need. You're going to need any kind of board. I got this board right here. It's from a pallet. I have 3 of them. You can make it however you want. Remember, this is your project. You can do whatever you want. This is just my version. But I do have a board. I have approximately around a 7-foot one outside. I'm going to show you the finished product when I'm done. This one is approximately 4 feet. It's going to be a little smaller than normal. You're going to obviously need some PVC pipes. I have some purple PVC for irrigation. I cut them to 40 inches and I have 5 of those. You're going to need some grate stuff. And then you're also going to need these guys here from the Dollar Tree. So I get these from Dollar Tree for $1. They come with 2. They have this one right here, which is like some bats. And then we have this one right here, which is some spiders. I'm going to show you how we're going to do that later on. It's one of the last steps. So I will say we just get this out of the way now. At the bottom you can see this one has this little stake because they're meant for the ground. But you want it to look like this. You can do it, you can cut it off. You can do whatever you want. But basically I just take it, snap it off, take it, snap it off, you're good to go. For tools you're going to need a regular drill and you're going to need a wood paddle. Approximately 1 inch. I'm using 3/4 PVC, so a 1-inch paddle will let the PVC go down in there nice and snug. And I have some drill bits. I'm not a master wood maker, wood builder at all, but I will say that I like to drill a little pilot hole through my holes after I mark them. Before I do the paddle bit, it gives a little bit more free room and it doesn't jam up so bad. So I like to do that. It's just a little technique that I use. It may help you out as well. Let me see if I have anything else. Nothing else really other than that. And like I said, everything's already pre-done. I took my board here. I have 3 of them. I have basically 2 towards the top and 1 on the bottom for the board. It's going to sit like this with the PVC inside. And I'm going to show you here in a minute. I pre-drilled the holes already so you don't have to hear the noise and all that. You can see I have 5 holes in this one. This is going to be a small section. And I put the holes approximately 10 inches apart. So every 10 inches I'm putting a hole. I don't start it on the end, on the very end. I have a gap before I start, and this gap is a little smaller than this one. Again, it's Halloween, doesn't really matter. I wish I would have centered this a little better, but I'm okay with it. It's going to be a back piece. It's not going to be very visible, but I wanted to use this one as a tutorial because it's basically a little easier and not as big. So what I'm going to do, I'm probably not going to talk too much from here on out, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to start driving the PVC inside and inside these planks, and then we'll go from there. So here we go. Grab my 5 pieces of PVC and I'm going to grab 1 plank. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to take these 5 PVCs. I'm going to start hammering into the holes of the plank and then I'm going to get it adjusted to where I need to go. Once I get them hammered in on the bottom, I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to start hammering down the plank just to get it to where I want it. And then I'm going to add the other planks. I do have 3 planks. The one in the center is 2 pieces because I don't like to waste wood. So I'm going to just join these 2 together. It will sit all right when it's on there though. After I get my first initial piece on, I'm going to add my second piece right here. Put the top piece on. So I got the three pieces on. This piece here was probably not the greatest idea. I probably should have just done one piece. You can kind of see the separation. It's gonna be nighttime, and I'm gonna probably put some moss around it. That way it's not so obvious. But just when you're doing it, you want to make sure that the ends, that when you drill through them, you want to make sure that maybe you mark one end. That way when you put it on, you know that's the end, because sometimes it may not be completely centered. And you just want to make sure you put it on right. I was pretty lucky on this one. I didn't really have to fool with it too much. And you can put the placement really anywhere you want. You could put two really low and one high, or you could put one completely on the ground. And you can basically do whatever you want. And the good thing with PVC, because it is 3/4 inch, you can, what I like to do personally, is I like to take a piece of rebar, I'll drive it about 10 inches down in the ground, and then I'll just hammer the top of these guys or somewhere in there and drive it into the ground. And later on I'll show you a tutorial on how I hold my fences and stuff, and I actually use PVC pipe, and I'll show you all that at a later time. It's something that I kind of just came up with last year. I didn't want to use wood or stake. The PVC is disposable, it's cheap, and it was a little easier to do, so I'll show you that at a later time. So now what we're going to do is, we have this where we need it. You can make adjustments. I'm probably going to make it come down a little further, probably nothing too crazy. And then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna start attaching these guys right here, and you can do whatever you want. I have 5 planks, so I'm gonna put these in the holes right here. I'm just gonna do the 2 on the ends. The one in the middle I have open. On my other ones I'm probably just gonna put like a rotten pumpkin or something on there for the middle as a centerpiece, or maybe a skull, but you'll see what I'm talking about. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take my gray stuff, I'm gonna spray it down the center, I'm gonna place these guys in here, and I'll be back. So what I just did is I went out to the side of the house where I have the other ones made, just to see the approximate distance between these to see if they're going to line up. It's not too bad, and we should be good, so I'm going to press forward. And remember, I'm not going to do the middle one right now. I'm just doing the 2 on the ends. I always keep a tire spoke or a wheel spoke from a bicycle all the way down. Keeps it good to go. And what I want to do, I just want to simply take these guys right here. I'm going to alternate them. I'll start with the bat. I push it all the way down. I'll alternate with a spider, get it in there, push it down. I'm also going to go ahead and hook these chains up. The chains are removable, so I'm just going to take this one off. I'm going to attach this one. I'll take this one off. And I might have to go in there behind and add some more gray stuff. Alright, and there it is. That's the picket fence so far. The next step will be, I literally just go to Home Depot and buy the 97-cent cans of paint. It looks something like this. Let's see if you can get a good light on that. The light kind of sucks in here. It's the quick color paint, 97 cents, works perfect. I'm gonna hit that up, let it dry, and we're done. I might have to make some minor adjustments on the wood that's in there, but other than that, it's basically done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you out to the side of the house and I'll show you the finished product, and then we'll compare it to what we just made. I'm going to give you a better angle here too. Alright, now we're going outside, and here's the finished product. So that's it right there. It's probably 6 foot, maybe 5.5. But that's it. I just have to touch up the top. I just got to touch up the top with a little bit of black, and then we should be good to go after that. So that's it. That's the tutorial. I hope you learned something from it. I hope maybe you can give me something back to say, hey, you could do this better. But very simple. Cost me next to nothing. Maybe just a couple bucks. So I'll be back later on tonight to show you another tutorial. I'll probably post it tomorrow. So keep on haunting, and remember, Halloween Hotel, you're going through the whole thing with me. Catch you later.